What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Gonna give it a few moments to see who joins us. Thank you so much for taking out time out of your day to join this reading. And get my symbol here. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Thank you so much for your love and support. I really appreciate each and every one of you just taking the time to click on this video. And I hope that there's something in this message for you that will help you on your journey and help you to see things a little different. Okay. So we're going to give it a few moments to see who joins us. Hey, Ricardo, how are you? How has it been? Welcome, welcome. I'm good. And tonight, someone was just ugly and petty with me. Well, hopefully, this message will help you, Ricardo. Um, Feel free to share your story if there's anything you'd like, if that you feel comfortable sharing about that particular situation, and we'll try to address that issue and help you to find some clarity. So clearly, a lot of us are dealing with, you know, petty behavior. A lot of times, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. A lot of times, when people are petty, when people are doing mean things to you, it's a control tactic. They want to be able to control you. There's something about you that really they like, that really they love, but they just can't control you, and neither should they want to. But it just comes with the package, unfortunately. Hey, Christine. Hey, Sonia. Yeah, it comes with the territory. Petty people. You're gonna have you're going to have people that show up in life that you just wonder, like, why? Why would you waste your time trying to be mean to me or anyone else? Why? Why do you go out of your way to try to be mean to somebody? But you got people that do that. You got people that do that. And I'll never understand it, you know, but you have people that do that. And it's sad, but it happens. I can't wrap my head around it. I know, Ricardo, I know. Anyone else, please, feel free to jump in and, okay, Ricardo, I didn't see your first message. This guy I like thinks it's okay to keep me on the back burner. So I like him so much, but it's one side of the street and I know he's behind the setups. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's crazy. You got to be so careful with people that move like that. You got to be so careful with people that do things like that. You got a lot of people in the world that just do mean things. Just like the other day, like yesterday, y'all, I had somebody to, it's the first time this ever happened to me, but they took one of my packages off my front porch from Amazon. And I'm like, what? So that's why I decided to do this live. I'm like, is anybody else going through a season of just, it just seems like there's petty behavior all around? Y'all, and I'm like, Amazon takes a picture whenever they deliver your stuff. So I saw it on the picture. So then I go out there and it's not there. And I'm like, but you leave the other package. And it bothered me because I'm not a thief, you know? And so when people steal, I never understand the motive. But according to my research, you got people that will follow delivery guys and delivery girls, delivery men and women just to steal packages. I mean, it's real out here. And I'm like, wow. So I was able to get it resolved. I called Amazon and they were like, well, we're going to send you a replacement. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, but it bothered me because once again, I don't steal. So when somebody steals from you, it's like, oh boy, you know, it's awful. It's an awful feeling. So it's an awful feeling. But I said, if whomever stole it, I hope that it's gonna help them in some way. Now they gonna get some karma from that, but I hope that the item helps somebody in some way. I mean, you know, it was a robe, but really nice robe at that. Um, hey BB, but you know, I had to change where I get my packages. I decided to get my packages at my mom's house because her delivery people, they deliver and they know where to put packages and all that. And pulled a Friday after next. Not a thief anymore, but it was for the thrill of it. Really, Christine? Oh my. I know people do it. And you know, they call them porch pirates. People that steal, you know, packages, they call them porch pirates. I know what some people do, but you don't know how I feel until it happened to you. And yesterday it happened to me and I didn't like it. But there wasn't nothing I can do about it. You know, I just said, Lord help them. Maybe, you know, I learned a lesson. I learned a lesson about it all. Maybe somebody just wanted to do that, or maybe, you know, they'll get use out of it, or I don't know. My days are, oh, wow. So would you say, Christine, you've gotten it back? You've gotten some of the karma back from doing those things, or how do you feel about that? Because I know what goes around comes around. Look at the business that I'm in, y'all. I know how it goes. Whatever energy you put out there, it's coming back. It may not be in the same form that you put it out, but it's coming back around. It is coming back around. So I was like, wow. So, or a way that I did my deed and was done unto me yet worse, girl. Oh, really? Really? That's the first I've ever had somebody to come in. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you've changed, you know. But that's the first time I've actually had somebody to come in and say that they've gotten karma for doing something, um, you know, doing a bad deed. And I like the fact that you own it. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that you own it and you reflect back and you're like, man, you know, I'm not on that kind of time, but this is what I used to do. I love that. I love that. So Christine says, yes, yes, in the same fashion or way that I did my deed was done unto me, yet worse, girl. Wow, I'm sorry that happened, but so you are foolproof among a lot of others, you know, who have done. I'm not perfect, you know, I haven't stolen anything. There were other things, you know, that I probably have done especially talking out of turn, stuff like that. And and I didn't really see it. I didn't know how I felt until somebody did me like that. And I'm like, oh wow. So that's why I'm a lot quieter. I try to watch what I say. I try to watch how I say it, because it's not until somebody pop off at you that you understand how it sounds. So when something comes out of my mouth, I try to make sure it's something that is respectful, is needed. You know, I try not to just fly off a handle, because once upon a time I used to do that. When I finally found my voice, I was just, you know, bop 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 bop. But now I'm not like that. Now I realize, because it took for somebody to do that to me, and I was like, oh. So I've gotten karma back. I've gotten it back. So we learn, and life is a journey. If you're not learning, if you're not having to dust your knees off and dust your shoulders off and keep walking, you're not living life right. You know what I mean? Hey, Christine, girl, just letting you know I can relate. I can look back and laugh at it. But God is who He is. We don't need to place value in material things and lean my lesson. You learn your lesson, but positive vibes. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you coming in, Christine, and being so comfortable with sharing that. I appreciate that, because a lot of people, I don't know. People don't like to really tell the dirt. They don't, and we all have it. We all have it. And a lot of people don't like to share what they used to do and how they used to do it. So I commend you for that. I'm so glad that you've seen the error of your ways, and you can help others. You can help others by what you learn, by what you learn. So I appreciate that. And is there anyone else that has been experiencing petty behavior, that just seem like it's finding you? You're not looking for it, but it's finding you. Um, I was exposed in a good way. Yeah, Ricardo, it happens. It happens. But if you learn something from the experience, then that's all that matters. Hey, Christine, I'm on my grandmother's page. Laugh out loud. I'll come back when I'm not using her alias. I know you like this lady here. Hey, Asia. Asia can relate. Yeah, nobody's perfect, y'all. Even whomever has been petty to you or whatever like that, most times in that moment, people just want to feel like they got you. I don't know. It's a sick high, because a lot of times they can't get you any other way. So if they find a little avenue to try to, get at you a little bit, some people will take that road. Me, I like to take the high road. I don't have time to be petty. I really don't. I could be, but what is that gonna do? I don't have time for that, because there got to be something about you that is really strong that people feel like they need to be petty with you. That's what I say. Hey, Ricardo, I just don't feel I'm categorized as the bad seed when I'm just being honest. And what really showed was how many people really are affected and don't even care. But maybe they could be sick in the, okay, none but make you tired. Yeah. Asia said, none but make you tired. That's right. I like that. Head, because they don't realize I'm a mirror of them, including big and small things. That's right, Ricardo. I agree. I agree. I agree. And Asia, yeah, it'll make you tired. Trying to keep up with people that are petty, it'll make you tired, y'all. Just let them make just allow them to think they won. And you go the other way. If they feel like they won, so be it. Let them win. Let them get the trophy. All that. Just you pull yourself away from it. Take the high road. A lot of times people want to get back at folks, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because there are some situations where you're not gonna be able to reach folks. You're not gonna, especially petty people. You can't. Petty people got a insecurity that's out of this world, and most petty people will just try to get at you because they don't have any other way to get at you, and that most of the time they're cowards. You know. Hey Ricardo, yep, I walked out the door and went down the escape route of the Rio Hotel. Wow. Yeah, most petty people are cowards, you know. And we just have to let them be who they are. Be glad that God showed you. Be glad that the Most High has shown you a petty person. When you around and you see the pettiness of this person or that person, be glad. Rejoice in that, because that's one less person you should be dealing with. That's one less person you need to deal with. And the more aware you become of self and of your own life and your own spirit and all that, the more you're going to see. The more aware you become, the more you're going to see. You know? Hey, Asia, I be laughing because only God know how I'm beat. Yeah, beat they a in the spirit if he tells me to step, because petty people be sent my way to learn divine lessons. I can't not agree with you there. I do agree, you know. Um Sometimes people are sent to different people for reasons. And I say this, and I always say this. You gotta be so careful how you move with a person that, is it has a calling on their life, or somebody that's anointed, or and we all are in some way or another. It's just, I'll put it like this. When you've done the work on yourself, the spiritual work, and you've been doing all these great things, and you can see God working in your life, and you can see how things move, people better be careful messing with people that's been really working on themselves and moving the way the Most High put for us to move. You got to be careful with those folks. That's true, Christine. You got to be real careful. And because, as they say, and I'm sure a lot of you heard this when I was a kid, my mom said, God don't like ugly. You know, I'm not messing with anybody. I don't try to go for anybody. I don't try to, I stand for what's right. But I'm not going to try to bring harm to your door. I'm not going to try to mess with you, nothing like that. I'm not going to do that. If I can't help you, I'm definitely not going to harm you, because you got to get that back. Yeah. Christine says things they are not. I think we are entitled as individuals. Yeah. Yeah. No one is entitled to mistreat anybody, but it does come off that way with certain behaviors. So, when people are petty to you, a lot of time take the high road, y'all. And that's the test. That is the test. You will be tested all the time. And a lot of times you gotta know how to take the high road. You gotta do it, because most people just want a reaction out of you. I don't know why. Maybe they want you to talk to them. Who knows? It's just weird. People do stupid stuff. Hey Jay Sherman, if you don't act out, I've noticed instant karma happen to people. Yeah. What? Jay, you just said a mouthful right there. Jay Sherman says, if you don't act out, I've noticed instant karma happen to people. Yes, I'm telling you, y'all, if you, whew, You got to be careful how you move with people that are really trying to live their life right. I don't care what you've done in your past, but if you got into a place of peace in your life and you got into a place of being blessed and all these great things, oh my gosh. I would much rather I would much rather get a bag of rice and count the grains of rice than to bother someone and I got to get that karma back. I just would. There's no way I would want to get that stuff back. But you get it back. Yeah, it comes back around now. Hey, socially natured. It comes back around. So you got somebody being petty to you, or if you decide to be petty, like today after this live, if you say, you know what, bump what Empress said, I'm gonna go be petty. you know, there's nothing I can do about that. I know. Well, socially natured, I was, joking in case you couldn't figure that out. That was a joke. Might have been a corny one, but I'm just saying what I meant. Why I said count rice is because counting rice requires what? Patience. So I'd rather patiently wait and just do my own thing. I mean, it's not that deep. I mean, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. It's really not that deep. It's just a figurative way of putting it. You know, it ain't that deep. It's really not that deep. So, but yeah, counting rice requires patience. That's why I said that. I'd rather be patient than, doing something like that than to be dealing with petty people. You know, petty people are usually miserable. Petty people, absolutely. Some people have twisted priorities. Yeah. Some people make it their life's mission, y'all, to try to ruin other people's lives. That's how crazy it is. They'll try to make it their life's mission to try to ruin somebody's life. And they always mess their own life up. They mess their own life up. And the goal is to not get involved. Hey, Kristen, struggling is a mentality. It has nothing to do with higher class or lower class standards. It has to do with morals, values, and character. That's true. That's true. But you got people that would rather be petty and try to get revenge and all these things. And they end up screwing themselves over. They do. They end up screwing themselves over. And all you got to do is look at a person's fruit. You know, look at the fruit that they bear. Look at their tree of life. Look how much fruit is on that tree. And look at your own tree. I hope y'all understand that that's figurative now. I ain't talking about a real tree. But I'm saying your tree of life. Look at the fruit that you bearing out of all the hard work you put in, out of all the self-discovery you've done. Look at all the hard work and where it has gotten you. And then you look at this person trying to be petty. Look at where their pettiness has gotten them. And if you weigh the scales, you'll see. You will see that it's not even worth it. Hey, Jay, allow them to show their true colors. Holding your tongue doesn't make you weak, but proves the ignorance that comes from someone else's mouth. That's right. That's right. That is so true. That is so true, Jay. Asia says it's about building up those things through tough times. That's right. Socially, nature, yes, it's true. Yeah. Yeah. You look at what, and I'm not talking about money, not talking about money. I'm talking about that person's character, what they've achieved in life, not talking about just money. I'm just talking about, have they successfully become a loving, considerate, and thoughtful person? Have they, you know, just become the best person that they could be? You know, because a lot of times people come at you crazy because they like you a threat. They feel like you are a threat to them. You know, God said to be slow to. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Very good. Christine, Asia, absolutely. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? That's right. Yeah. So, we have to learn, we have to keep in mind that we have to let things just roll off. That's right, Christine. We have to learn how to take the high road, even when it's hard. Even when it's hard. You know, we got to know how to do with that. Hey, Marana. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Moriana. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Um, because you're gonna face it all over. If as long as you live in this world, in this lifetime, you're gonna be around petty people. There gonna be some people that don't like you because you look good. You're gonna have some people that don't like you because maybe you're skinny but you're confident. Or maybe you're fat but you're confident. You know what I mean? Maybe you're brown skin or dark skin or white or you got a tan. And they don't like you because you're comfortable in your skin. You could be an albino. They still don't like you because you're comfortable in your skin. It's crazy. We got different dynamics. But you got to just hold yourself sacred. You got to know where your place is. You got to be solid within yourself. You can't control another person. You can control how you handle them. And most people, when they lose control of getting a reaction from you, it's like, oh God, they don't know what to do. It's like they squirm and like, oh, what do I do now? Oh. Like, oh, they don't know what to do, you know. And you let them be the child because it's all childish. Let them continue being the child and see how far they get them. It's not gonna get them far. It's not gonna get them far. Hey, socially nature. We judge a lot in this world, and looking within and doing what we can about yourself is the only power you really have. If we all did this, the world would definitely be a better place. That's true. If you focus more on self, if we all would just focus more on self, making self improvements, becoming our highest and greatest version, trying to help out our fellow man and sending positive vibes all around, so many great things will happen for us as a unit, as a whole, as a people, as a race of people. Things would just happen, on the positive end. But when we're always trying to demoralize somebody, or you trying to Somebody that has a good heart, you want to step all over them, or you want to try to use somebody. It's like it's crazy. And a lot of times when you say no, when you as your own person start saying no, you're going to see the pushback. It's going to be amazing how much pushback that you're going to see you get from people. Because people want to control you. That's all it is. Hey, socially, the only reason people don't succeed is because they make excuses to project their lazy, etc. Yes, right. Hey, Sonia, some are just not happy and what to just steal your want to just steal your happiness to feel happy. Just let God handle it and live your life now in peace. All will be better. Have faith in the lessons. They won't change. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Some people just wake up every day and they miserable. They don't try to look at the blessing of, I get to open my eyes today. I get to get up and walk and take a shower and get ready for my day. They don't even look at the blessings right when the day start. You got some people that set out to try to make somebody's life miserable. It's crazy. So, um, it's just a whole different thing. And we got to know what to do with these situations. We just do. That's true socially. I agree. I agree. And you get signs. You get signs. You have discernment. You have intuition. We all do. Hey, Christine, experiences teach you how to harness the fruits of the spirit, like something we mistake people for, something they're not. A lot of us are struggling mentally, not materialistically. That's right. That's right. And I shared this before with y'all. I am the generational curse breaker in my family. I am. And I've always been that person. I've always had that anointing there. Always. I just didn't step into it until the last 5 years. So with that comes a lot of pushback. You're gonna have family members that don't even like you. If you know that you the generational curse breaker in your family, or you just figured it out or whatever, you're gonna get a lot of pushback. And boy, oh boy, have I received a lot of pushback. And you know, but you still got to press on. You still got to know what your position is, you know, and you're gonna have people when you have that kind of position, you're gonna have petty family members, just like I do. Hey, Christine, when you come across petty people and realize you were genuine, even though they may have mistaken you, is something wrong with that person. Once you have healed and done the work, it's easy to walk away. And it is. If you ever walk away one time, you will know how to walk away any other time. You will just know. If you ever walk away one time, you will know how to move from then on out. You know? All it takes is that one time for you to walk away from something crazy. And if you ever walk away once, you'll get it. You'll know what to do from then on out. Even the prophetic people were not accepted by their own community or family and hard to walk away. That's right, socially, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've received a lot of pushback, but I still stand tall. If I've had to just put it out there about some things, and it's just what it is. Hey, Asia, sometimes people are dead spiritually. We need more God-fearing people to help wake them up, because folks that petty sometimes don't know. We can't beat them down because of their shortcomings. That's true. I agree, Asia. I agree with Asia. I agree with all of y'all. Such great insight here. I do believe that we have to I always say this, that we can't change another person, or neither should we want to, but sometimes we need to become the change. We need to become the change to set the example. Whether or not they follow it, that's on them. But when you become the change because of all the work that you've done, it is what it is, you know? Practice turn to habit, habit to curse, curse to generation. That's right. That's right. That's what to do, then move to right. That's right. That's right. Very good insight, y'all. We do. We all have free will. You can't make a person talk to you. You can't make a person be nice to you. You can't make a person be good to you. But what you can do is you can show them how to be nice, how to be good, how to be loyal. And it's up to them whether or not they follow suit or what. It may be a slow process, but you got to hold true to what you believe. And my family, I told everybody, every one of them, I said, sitting around talking about everybody's shortcomings, sitting around, trying to compete with this one or that one is toxic. It is toxic because no two people are like what one person was supposed to do with their life, the other person probably was supposed to do something else. And I had to tell them. And I even had to take a stand and said, I don't want to talk about anybody. If I can't help them, if I can't be a help to them, or I can't supply a good word or words of affirmations or something, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And boy, did they get mad. Boy, did they get mad. Because I stood for something. You would think that would be like, oh, well, you're right. No, because it's toxic behavior that they've been doing for years. Just toxic, toxic, toxic. And so, um, when you got that kind of toxic behavior, you ain't gonna be able to change them, but you can change yourself. You can just be yourself. You can be yourself. And maybe it may not be today that they understand it, but it might be tomorrow. It maybe months or years later they'll go back and they'll go back to that situation. They'll say, you know what? She had a point. After you have done the work spiritually, you go from experience happiness for a short period of time to finding it within yourself, knowing it doesn't stem from, yeah, yeah. And the thing is, when I was coming out with all the information, I said, look, everybody, this is tearing our family apart. That's right, Christine. Sonia says, you're right. Once you learn to love yourself and stand your boundary, you will elevate on your journey. Stay away from the negativity vampires of your energy. Sorry for my English misspelling. You're good. Thank you so much for that, Sonia. Yeah. Yeah, you have to stay away from the energy vampires, y'all. Because I went to my family and I said, look, y'all, this right here, this is messy. This is what's causing the problem. Sitting up talking about each other, sitting up competing. It got to a point, y'all, where I had aunts and uncles would be around their nieces and nephews asking them dumb questions like, how many degrees do you have? How many college degrees do you have? And what happens, when it comes to the children that, or I won't say young adults that don't have degrees? What happens? Who's going to be an advocate for them? Maybe they either didn't want to go to college, or maybe it wasn't something that they could do at that time. So you're going to sit around everybody and then ask, well, how many degrees do you have? Well, how many degrees do you have? Dumb. I ain't participating in that crap. That's right. That's right. And so I set a standard. I put it out there. I said, look, this is not healthy. It's not conducive. You know what I mean? What is this? Oh, they got mad at me, y'all. Hey, Asia, I can't do nothing but run, pray for them because they tried to kill me more than once. From I told somebody, and all we won't see hell as a person can change right on their deathbed if that's God's will. That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. That's right. Socially. Yeah. Yeah. And so they were just so into this constant competition. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so now, guess what? They got mad at me, but nobody's talking about anybody. You don't hear a word because as the generational curse breaker, it was my duty to show them, to put it out there for them that this is toxic. Hey, Trinell, how are you? Once you outgrow them, they may not like it, but you moving on away without showing so much disdain for them and being unbothered will make them respect you. You don't have to separate so yourself. That's true. That's true, Trinell. Absolutely. Because I still see my family. I still interact with them. I don't put up with their mess, the negativity. You know, I don't put up with all of that. And neither should any of you. Neither should any of you. You don't put up with the negativity and all that other stuff. You got to stay solid within yourself. Because when you are the change, like I'm the change, when you are the change, you better have your armor on. Because you got to think, these people have been going years and years and years of being petty. And then you walk in and you like, that's wrong. That is toxic. That's this, that's that. Oh, they going to try to push you back. Because how dare you come in here and tell me that I'm wrong? And I've been doing this all my life. How you going to come in and tell me that this is breaking the family down? I've been doing this forever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it boils down to. So yes, it makes people feel uncomfortable when you're trying to do the right thing because they are committed to doing the wrong thing. And I have gotten a lot of pushback from that. I don't care. But I have received I have received a lot of pushback. Thank you, Trinell. It's always good to have you in here. Thank you. You know, I don't care about none of that. Get mad, but it's the truth. If I'm telling you that this is toxic, this is toxic, this is toxic, this is toxic, it's toxic. So they got mad at me, but yet and still, guess what? There has been a change. There has been a shift. Hey, Mariana. True group of toxicities, competings, envious, and bitterness. I just praying while doing my job. Life is too short to entertain for all that nonsense. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you so much for your comment. It is too short. Y'all, people waste their precious days with this foolery. They waste their precious days with foolery, nonsense stuff. You know, trying to make somebody else's life miserable, just acting like children. I mean, you know, Oh my gosh. It just boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. Just petty, petty behavior, you know? And I shared this yesterday, and I'm gonna share a little bit today. It was something very small that happened um in my family the past 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna just share this because I want to share this so y'all know how petty people can be. A lot of you already know, but let me just give an example because I feel like examples help. So my grandmother, she asked for my phone number. She asked for my mom's phone numbers because we got new numbers, right? So I took a sheet of paper and I wrote down the numbers and I made them big enough so she could see them. And I put the paper up on the refrigerator, because she asked me for that. So I go back a few weeks later, and my cousin, the one that's, for whatever the reason, got some kind of issue with me, she wrote all over the paper like a child. She wrote all over the paper. And this is a woman that has children of her own. I said, okay. So guess what? I just took the paper down. There was some magnets that I bought. I took the magnets down. I just cleaned off the refrigerator and I left. And I left. There was a picture up there that she put of herself up there. And I just left the refrigerator clean, except I left that picture up there. I said, life is too short for this. This is foolish here. This is crazy and it's childish. Somebody got to be the adult because clearly it's not her. Clearly. So that's how I handled that situation. And whatever they put up there trying to give a sign or whatever they trying to do, that's on them. But it won't be. Oh yeah, you gotta watch them, Christine. Oh my gosh, socially nature, it was so petty. She wrote all over the paper, y'all. She wrote all over the paper. I was like, and it bothered me. It didn't hurt me. It shook my spirit a little bit because I know I don't move like that. So when I see somebody being intentionally cruel, it hits me different because I'm like, wow, you just a a-hole. Like, for no reason. There was no reason for her to have written all over that paper. Just trying to get a rise out of somebody. I don't know what she trying to do. But see, that's something else she got to pay for. She got to pay for that. So I just took everything down. Not socially. I thought about, I said, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna put another sign up here. I'm gonna put, and then I thought about it. I thought about it. And I just say, you know what? I'm gonna just take it all down. Cause this right here is silly. This is silly. I'm gonna take it all down. Cause somebody has to be the adult. Somebody has to be the adult. You know? And I'm just letting y'all, like giving an example of how to just get away from stuff, y'all. You can't change another person and you shouldn't want to. But you can change how you handle them. What you decide to entertain and what you decide not to entertain. You can control that. Hey, Christine. Then that also says something about the way you analyze things. You are not looking at problems anymore, only solutions. Boom! Yes, sis. Yes. Clearing out toxic cycles. Hey, Sonia, gotta go. Love and light. Have a super day, and thanks for all the positive vibes. Happy I got your live today. Karma will right over her laughter about it. She just thinks she won the attention. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Sonia. And that's be the main. Yep. In that moment, she probably did feel like she won. But when you go back and you see that I took the whole thing down, then what? How do you feel then? When somebody just says, okay, you won. Let me just take all this down because you're a child and, you know, whatever you're trying to do, you win. You win. Whatever you're trying to do, you win. Oh, yeah, Christine. That's because they're insecure. They're insecure. They're insecure. That's all it is. When you got people that do little mean things like that, they're insecure. And those people, you have to show them better than you can tell them. Because if you try to talk to them, all they want to do is try to argue and all that kind of dumb mess. But you just keep yourself in peace. You don't let anybody break you down and make it just stomp you down to their level. You always rise. You always rise up to the equation. And you let people show how petty and immature they are. And I'm a firm believer in that. And so, yeah, she got. Hey, Mariana, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. People think the angels got it easy. It's not easy being good. It's actually harder. Well, it don't really have to be. When you working on self, it's not hard to be good. They must never be able to diminish your light. Our light should be able to walk into a room of 100 and still walk out shine. That's right. That's right. And with me, I handle situations in silence. I don't have to be confrontational. If I do talk to a person in person, it's because I'm probably trying to have a conflict resolution. But when I see that I'm not getting anywhere with that, when I see I'm not getting anywhere, then I start doing plan B. And plan B is moving in silence. The thing about moving in silence, people don't know what you're doing. They don't know how you move and they don't know how you come. They don't know what to look for. You know, they don't know. Let's keep praying for those people who bully us and allow God to do his justice. Amen. Thank you, Marina. That's right. We have to let the creator do what he does best. When we take matters into our own hands and we want to get revenge and whoop whoop and we want to make this person suffer, we don't, that's not, yeah, that's not the right way. A lot of times when people are doing evil things, you don't even have to touch them. You don't have to touch them. You don't have to say anything because eventually all that stuff, it comes back. Moving in silence is scary. Absolutely. It is because you're unpredictable. You're unpredictable. So people really they don't really know how to take you. When you're not arguing with them, when they're not getting a rise out of you, and then you still smiling, holding your head up, doing your good deed, and you haven't said a word to them while they being evil to you, y'all, that eats people up. It'll eat them up inside. It'll eat them up inside because the one thing most people expect you to do is to be like them. But when you choose to take the high road and you say, no, somebody has to be the adult. So why not be me? You take the high road, you do what you need to do, and you remain anchored and you stand on what you believe. Always stand 10 toes down when it comes to what you believe. Stand on what you believe, y'all. When you know it's the right thing to do, stand on that. When you see that you're not being treated well and you decide to walk away from that petty situation or bad treatment, stand on that. Stand on that. It's not worth it. Let these people feel like they won. You know you've won just by how you moving, how you handle things. But let them feel like they won. Because a lot of times when people can't get what they want from you, which is usually arguing or conversation or whatever, they are defeated. They are defeated. So in my situation, if all my cousin's life is about just putting stuff on my grandmother's refrigerator for the family to see, and she want to be a butthole, I say let her. Because as far as I'm concerned, she won. She may have won that battle, but I'm in to win the war. Okay? You can win all the battles you want, but I want to win the war. And the way that I win the war is me doing the right thing at the right time. Me doing the right thing all the time. You know, that's how you win the war. You don't win by being petty back and forth with these folks. You know? Ain't nothing worth losing that. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Christine. That's what I'm saying. They don't understand. When you get to a point in your life, I bet all of you know about this. When you get to a point in your life where you've been through so much and you've overcome so much and you have a calling on your life to do great things and you've identified them, people's petty behavior don't move you like that. You feel like I felt unsettled. I was disappointed. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I was disappointed. But I was looking for conflict resolution. And that's why I just took it all down. I took it all down. You know? That's right, socially. Yeah, I took it all down because I'm like, if you're going to be this petty and you're going to try to send these direct messages, I'm going to let you feel like you won, sis. You won. It's all good. You can take the trophy home. It's all good. Because I want to win in the spirit. I want to win where I know that I can get my good karma back on the spiritual realm. Because you know you got angels looking out for you. You're not going to try to mess that up. And as soon as I cleaned that off and I left my grandmother's house and I got in my car, I looked on my phone and I had 2 people to reach out to me for readings. That's what I'm saying. That was letting me know, okay, get back to your purpose. Get back to what you're supposed to be doing. You've handled that, but get back to what you're supposed to be doing. That's a sign. You know what I'm saying? That was a sign. So, take the high road, y'all. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let people feel like they won even when they've lost. Hey, DP, let people feel like they won even though they lost. They might have won that little battle. We can have little fights. We can have little battles, but it take a lot to win the war. You looking at my eye. Everybody talks about him. They talk about how he looks like a little old man and so wise. You know, let people think they won, y'all. Let them think that. Hey, Christine, that's very just about things, concepts, and how they all together about learning karma and knowing you still won without putting up the fight. That's right. I don't have to touch you. Somebody bothering you, y'all. Somebody bothering you, trying to come at you, trying to attack your character, trying to attack who you are. When you know you are a child of the Most High and you know how you move, you know the kind of vibe you have on you and the kind of promise you have on your life. I'm not saying your life is perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. We all go through trials and tribulations. But when you know how you are in the spirit and you know what you've been through to get to where you are, when folks start messing with you, they better watch out. They better watch out. And don't retaliate. Don't go and get revenge, y'all. Let God handle these folks. Because I can tell you, He's going to handle them. He is going to handle them because He sits high and He looks low and He see all this craziness. He see people trying to plot against you, trying to cause you harm. He see that person cheating on you. He see that family member treating you bad. He see that. He see people being defiant, trying to throw you off your game. He see all of that. Every bit of it. So you don't even have to worry about, oh my God, this person did me wrong. You don't even have to worry about it. You don't even have to worry about it, y'all. The Most High will avenge the situation. And when He fixes it, it's always just so beautiful how He fixes it because He will fix it in a way that's fair and just. If we try to do it, most times we're not going to be fair. We're not going to be fair. You know? Hey, Miranda, let them win. Congratulations. Head into another job, moving in silence with still dignity, humbleness, and allow the Almighty God how they missed out the sparkle gem that had been lost. That's right. Boom. There you go. That's right, DP. So you think about it. When we get to that place in our life, y'all, and we're gonna close this out. When you get to that place, whatever your belief system is, I know what mine is, but I know we're all different. But with me, I know I don't have to try to fight battles. I don't have to try to get back at a soul. When people mess with me, I just say, Lord, have mercy on them. Because I know how I'm moving. I know the good that I put out. Just this morning, y'all, I'm going to deliver some meals to my grandmother. That's the heart I have. You know, I look out for her. I look out for people. So guess what? God looks out for me. So they can cast all that stuff, the stone, all this stuff towards me, all they want. But I got an armor like no other. That's why you can't worry about what people try to do to you. You gotta with certain individuals and certain situations, you can't keep going to the person trying to get at them. No, you need to go to the most high. You need somebody, well, a being, a spiritual being on a higher, much higher frequency that can move that situation in a way to get that person's attention. Because when he show it to him, it's going to be crystal clear. But if we try to show it, we're going to get a few things wrong. Because we're human. But the supernatural sees it all. You're talking about the epitome of energy. So you don't have to touch anybody, y'all. Somebody cheating on you, you just remove yourself and you wait. Don't wait for them to have karma, but you wait, as in you wait for your time to heal. You wait for your time to shine. Let God deal with that person that cheated on you. Let God deal with that petty co-worker on your job. Let God deal with that petty neighbor or that petty person, however it is. Let him avenge the situation, because he's going to handle it. He is going to handle it, and you're going to know about it. You're going to know he's going to handle it. He's going to keep you protected. Doesn't matter who try to come against you, mess with you, lie on you. Let them do that. Let them do that. Let them do that. Hey, DP, also somehow, some way, you get the message from spirit that it has been dealt with. I love it. That's right. That's right. That is so true. Even when you pray about stuff that's bothering you, y'all, even when you pray, after you get your prayer out, you need to have the kind of faith that you say it's done. It's done. That you already know it's going to be handled. Because that's how we're supposed to pray and have faith and know that when I finish this prayer, it's already done. It's just a matter of divine timing. You know, it's just divine timing got to take place and this situation going to be fixed. You know? Hey, Christine, I always watch the videos, Empress. I never get in the comments, but I appreciate you, your energy and everything. Thought I'd come share and interact today because you are great and what you do. Bless you. Thank you so much, Christine. I appreciate you as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I know you could be doing anything else, but you decided to click on this video, and I hope you receive something from this video and from my experience and some of the experiences that a lot of you have shared in the comments. And anyone else, if you have a story to tell and you'd like to just get it off your chest, it may help somebody else. Put it down in the comments after this video airs, you know. You never know who you're helping with your story. You never know who you're going to reach with your story, your experience, your lessons. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to help people and we're here to inspire. That's the whole point of having wisdom. You gain wisdom so you can help others. You educate yourself on different things so you can spread love and awareness and all these great things, you know. And people, before we go, y'all, people fear what they don't understand. So if you are an evolved person, if you know you try to live your life in a way that you want to be helpful, you want to do the right thing, most people are scared of people like that. It makes them feel uncomfortable because you got something that a lot of people don't have, and it's inner peace. Okay? It may have taken you a long time to get it, but when you have inner peace, and we like, Empress, how do I know if I have inner peace? I'm gonna tell you how you know you got inner peace. When something's going on and you're not worried about it because you know it's already handled, that's inner peace. When you're in your home or your apartment or your room and you're not worried. You sleep pretty well. You know what I'm saying? You're just doing your own thing. You feel good, looking good. That's inner peace. When you know that you've done the very best you can do with any situation, that you've done the very best you could do at all times, that's inner peace. You know what I'm saying? That's inner peace. Yeah. Doesn't matter where I am doing. I hear about the ugly that returns back to the person or those that come for me in an ugly way. Yeah. And you're right, DP. It does kind of come back around a little bit. Hey, Mariana, no competition, no arguments, and always look with compassion. I'm here in nature now, relaxing with beautiful flowers and trees full of peace. Yes, Mariana. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, y'all. Socially, there is strength in communication and community. We are tribal people. That's true. That's true. So, there's only going to be one you in this lifetime, y'all. You got to take care of you. You got to take care of you. You got to align yourself with people that also want to help you take care of you. Like they want to be good for your mental space, your emotional space, even your spiritual space. Don't let the pettiness and others take away from who you are. You've worked entirely too hard to do that. Way too hard. So keep that in mind, y'all. Thank you so much for coming in and looking at this video today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Just tapping on the video, and thank y'all for chiming in, you know. That's true. That's true. Hey, TSP. Thank you, y'all. I hope you received something from the message. And just be yourself, y'all. Just be yourself. Ignore the negativity. You know, do your thing. Because they wouldn't be coming for you so heavy if they didn't feel threatened. Let me say that again. They wouldn't be coming for you so heavy if they didn't feel threatened by your energy. Most times, they feel threatened by the energy that you have, and they don't know what to do with it. So they want to come forward to destroy it, because if I can destroy that good energy, then I don't have to reflect on myself, on how I need to change, on how I need to be a better person. That's why people do what they do. When you got people that are trying to do right, and you got somebody trying to do wrong, trying to comfort a person that's trying to do right, they're like that because they don't want to do right, but they don't want this other person to do right either. You know what I mean? And so it's just like, it's crazy, but you got to stay solid. Always set an example. You be the example of what a good person is. You be the example of what following your dreams looks like. You be the example of what it means to treat people the way you want to be treated. You be the example. You be who God called you to be. You continue to move that way. Don't tell everybody your business. Let people see what you've done. Don't be telling people what you're working on. None of that. Let them see it. If they're supposed to see it, if they're supposed to find out, they'll find out on their own. You got to be solid for yourself, because you got a lot of people out here that want you to fail, that don't want you to succeed. Not because they hate you. It's just that they're too lazy to put the work in so that they can have whatever it is that you're trying to have. So it's like, I can't have it. I don't want you to have it. That's selfish. But stay true to you. Stay 10 toes down at what you believe in. Don't let anything compromise your morals and your values. Always know that you are worth it. You're worth it, and so much more in relationships, friendships, family, co-work, whatever it is. You are worth having the best. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a blessed day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, y'all.